making a TTRPG map for my subscribers, session 6, today on Dungeons and Taverns. What's up, everybody? I'm Saul Sunforge. Welcome to Dungeons and Taverns. Today we're going to go ahead and continue working on the map that I'm making for my subscribers. Viewers can download the map too when it's finished, but if you subscribe, that would help me out a lot. And I also release a lot of content, so you'll have something to watch from me almost always. Today, accompanying us in our map making journey, we're going to listen to some Claude Debussy. So enjoy. Alright, so I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and we're going to probably finish at least down here on this continent, and maybe start spreading some love to the other continent, because we haven't really touched the other continent, especially past the mountain range there. Alright, let's find a really good green. I like that one. I think it's cool. Let's see. Size. Let's bring it down to 20. See how fine of a texture it looks like. Oh, shit. Oops. I forgot that I flattened the mountains to the back, to the foreground. No, to the background. Excuse me. My bad. Oh, let's lower our piece. Our pointer. Alright. Let's lower it even more. Zoom in. Lower it more still. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and increase the size again and make sure that it's the same, to blend it in. It's the same gradient of green. And there we go. Alright, so this is the southeast, so this is going to be a lot of jungle and maybe some swamps within the jungle. Alright, so we're just putting some of our jungle trees over here. I'm going to go ahead and put the, I think I'm going to start the swamp over in here. Now, this is what I prefer to do with a swamp, and I'm going to show it to you. And then I want to see if I like it better. I'll look at it for a little bit, and to the traditional look of a swamp. This is the traditional look of a swamp right here. In Incarnate, the swamp trees with the swamp color. But here's what I do. Okay, so turn it to a circle. Alright, so it's the watercolor, but then you turn it into the swamp color. Alright, then you switch to background. And then you just fill it in with the trees. This way you get that nice pen texture that outlines it in black. Alright, obviously not this big, but I'm gonna put some sequoias in to that swamp. They're definitely not going to be that big, but that would be kind of hilarious. You could turn that into a pretty sweet thing for giants. Giants among the sequoias. I just gave you platinum. Now we have ourselves a swamp. I still think that adds more texture to it, you know, having it outlined like that. And even though it's a swamp, it's still technically passable, you know. It's just more accentuated that way. I think that's what I'm going to do with the other side. Or no, the other side actually, it could just be like peat moss and stuff. So it's just like mossy hills. So a different type of swamp, a bog. We're gonna run some palm trees in here. I mean, I'm obviously gonna shrink them down, but just wanted you to see. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and add some hills here over to this side in order to give it some volume. Just, you know, have mossy hills through there, and you know it's very humid and you know foggy, and you know you can just play up the whole heat and just nature at its most, you know, elements to it. You know, large giant mosquitoes and crocodiles, and you know you can even put dinosaurs and stuff down there. All right, so we put the hills here in the like kind of in the middle, and then we kind of pockmarked the land a little bit beyond the hills, just so with just a few single hills. I bet you can look at that and figure out what I just did to it. We're gonna make this body of water here surrounded by weeping willows, because weeping willows grow the best by bodies of water since they require a lot of moisture. All right, that's pretty cool. And you get the picture. No need to put hundreds of those. But you see how their shadows accentuate the body of water? And they just draw to it. You could do something really sweet with that. I'm trying to give you guys some layups. Alright, so the last thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and color the land out with, you know, grass and actually some snow. Maybe a lake or two. Or a pond or two. Or, you know, maybe a river or two. And then they'll be good. Alright, so we're only going to put up here, you know, at the tip, some snow. We can bring it down into here a little bit. But really don't want to do too much. And then this island here probably would be snow too. But I believe these ones will be fine. This one might be like most of it. Be snow. Like that or something. It doesn't really matter. Alright, so you can have a lot of the grazing animals up here. So the grass is like trampled and stuff. But yeah, that's all the time we have. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. If you like this content, go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe. And if you know others who like this kind of content as well, let them know. And maybe they could check me out as well. Alright, so Saul Sunforge signing out. Until next time, have a great day.